Hello friends, today I am taking the second part of the solution which is starting from the concentration. Today we will discuss about the solution chapter of the 12th class, which is very important chapter. As I told in the earlier classes, it contains 4 to 5 marks. First of all, what is the topic now? Topic is how to express the concentration of a solution. For this we should know what is first of all solution. We have discussed the earlier classes in the last part 1. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two components, that is the solute and the solvent respectively. Now the next one is what is concentration. We know that concentration is equal to amount of component upon amount of solution. We can also say that the ratio of the amount of component to the amount of solution is known as concentration. In order to express this, we have divided some of the terms for this. First one we will discuss on the mass dependent and second one with the temperature dependent. We will discuss one by one. First we will see what is mass dependent. So first WW. WW means that is the weight, that is mass percentage what you are getting. Second is ppm, that is a short name, and the full name is parts per million. Next one is molality. Then mole fraction. These all are in the respect of weight. And which is the mass dependent? Mass dependent means directly it is the weight. Suppose we take the example. We are taking 1 kilogram solution we are taking at 25 degrees Celsius. But here one thing is very clear. The quantity will remain same, constant. If we increase the temperature also, it will increase, but the quantity will remain same. That is, it is the mass dependent. This proves that it is a mass dependent. On the other hand, VV stands for the volume percentage. And volume percentage here, the next one is MV. MV stands means mass percentage to volume. Next one is molarity, which is a volume based, and it is also the temperature dependence. These all terms what we are discussing here is the expression to determine the concentration of the solution in the terms of quantity as well as the quality, which is where you are taking the solution as dilute or concentrated. We will discuss now this. Now we will take first the mass percentage. In the mass percentage, it is represented by W/W. That is the weight, that is the mass dependent. Now here the formula will be the mass percentage is equal to the ratio, that is the weight of component to the weight of solution, which is multiplied by 100. 100 means you are taking a percentage, that means it should be multiplied by 100. Second one is, example is 10% glucose solution. If you are taking 10% glucose solution, it means that you are taking 10 gram of glucose and 90 gram of water, which will be equal to 100, which makes a solution. And the next one is volume percentage. Here the notation is VV. It means volume percentage is equal to volume of component upon volume of solution into 100. Here again we have taken the example 10% ethanol. 10% ethanol means you are taking 10 gram ethanol plus 90 gram water. It is overall equal to 100 gram solution. So this we have discussed mass percentage, volume percentage. Next we will take. We have discussed the first one is the volume percentage, mass percentage. Now the third one what we are discussing is mass by volume percentage. That is W to V. Where we are taking the mass by volume percentage, the formula will be here mass of solute upon total volume of solution into 100. Here the example what we are taking is 10% solution of NaCl. That means this 10 gram of NaCl is dissolved in 100 gram of solution, that is the water. So for this we are taking the mass by volume percentage. Where it is used to find out, it is used for medicines and pharmacy fields. Next one is parts per million. As I have already told you, the short form of parts per million is ppm. And here the formula is number of parts of the component upon total number of parts of all components of the solution into 10 to the power 6. Here the example will be you are calculating the trace amount, means parts per million is used for calculating trace amount. Trace means very less amount. For example, you are calculating the pollutants amount. Example, in chlorofluorocarbon you are calculating the fluoride ions in terms of ppm. And what does 10 to the power 6 mean? It means 1 million. That's for, and we will discuss the next one is the mole fraction, the fifth one. And the last and the fifth one is in the terms to express the concentration of solution is a mole fraction. When we are determining the mole fraction, the first thing we should know is mole fraction is represented by capital X. First thing. Second thing, the formula we are having the number of moles of the component upon total number of moles of all the components. Here the mole component is equivalent, therefore it is dimensionless quantity. Means it has no unit. That is, it is dimensionless. Next one, we have here two parts. One is the solute, other one is the solvent. Suppose we are taking the first one as the solute. That is X is equal to, that will be equal to Na upon Na plus Nb. And the second one for the solvent, if you are taking as a component B, then the formula we will have Nb upon Na plus Nb. This is the formula. And one thing we should know, the sum of the total component of the mole fraction should always be equal to 1. That means Xa plus Xb will be equal to 1. Okay. Now if you want to calculate, suppose Xa, if I want to know the value of Xa, then we will have Xa is equal to 1 minus Xb. We will get from this equation. Point to be noted here. If you are solving numerical, suppose, and you are getting the one component any value, suppose you are getting 0.732 and other you are getting 0.332. Always when you do the sum, you are solving correctly the numerical, the sum will come 1. If it is not coming 1, that means that you are solving the question wrong. It is the one of the main thing. Means the unit value of the mole fraction should always be equal to 1. This is the main point to remember. That is the sum Xa plus Xb is equal to 1. And this formula Xa plus Xb is equal to 1 is used everywhere. And the next one, when we sum this component, when we sum this, next we'll see here, when we sum the components by the formula, we will calculate it as 1. How you solve? Let's see. That is Xa plus Xb equal to 1. That means we will put the value of Xa first. That is Na upon Na plus Nb plus Nb upon Na plus Nb, that is equal to 1. The sum will be always equal to 1. That is the unit value. That's all.